I'm running for time, and pretty soon I gotta record the Android 21 arc for Dragon Ball FighterZ, so let's get this out of the way. This is Mega Man NG, and I welcome you guys to another monthly update for this channel. This is February 2018. For starters, sorry if it's late. The reason being is due to a variety of issues. But thankfully I'm able to get this in now, because if I don't know what will. Besides, you guys want to know what's going to happen for this channel, right? Yeah. Let's get ourselves on the way. First up is January in review, and we did a lot. We finished Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix at last, and we also started Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Terra's Story. Now, regarding Birth by Sleep Final Mix, I had recorded a lot of it in advance, and it's going to be like this a lot for many of the games that I'll be doing, whether it be this, Street Fighter V, Xenoblade, etc. I'm going to be recording a lot in advance, which is what I've done. It saves me time, and I can use this time to get some rest and get other things done. Speaking of which, I may have to record a lot as well, just to be safe. There was also Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Yeah, you never thought I would be doing Street Fighter V again after, like, what happened with Season 2? Well, this is different because I started doing Sakura's story and also started doing arcade runs with characters. I've already did an arcade run with Sakura and then did it with most of the main cast. I got 10 in so far, and I still have to do the rest of the main cast. Then I gotta do the Season 1 and 2 DLC characters. Once they're done, that'll be it for the time being until the rest of Season 3's DLC comes out. Then Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That one's a field day. You wanna know why it is a field day? Because that game is one of these games that's gonna make me spend a lot of time on. As of now, I'm at Chapter 8. But back then, the only reason why it took that long was because some of the bosses were just annoying, like Jin and Malos. But now we're at the point where once we're able to pass through Chapter 8, we can't go back until after we beat the game. So I'm taking the opportunity to pretty much, well, devote my time to Blade Quests. And Blade Quests are needed so that way we can be able to boost our blades and be stronger for the end of the game. Not to mention, it'll also give me a reason to, like, grind and whatnot, since I need to be at least level 70 or higher for the rest of the game. And there was oh yeah, I forgot to mention Injustice 2. I haven't forgotten about that, and we did the Enchantress, and I was surprised with how that went. This month in February is the release of the final DLC character. I'll be explaining in a bit, and the last but not least was the story mode for Dragon Ball FighterZ. I gotta admit, the story mode was actually fun, and I already started, like, uploading plenty of it. There's still one more arc of it left, which I will explain, but I may as well explain it right now, what to come for the month of February. More of the story mode for Dragon Ball FighterZ. All that remains now is the Android 21 arc, and from what I've been hearing, it's actually going to be longer. That'll be worth it, since I'm going to be putting a lot of my time towards it. Then there's also the story mode for Ventus in Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I'm actually going to be doing like one part of the story mode a month because last month in January was Terra's. February will be Ventus, March will be Aqua, and April will be for everything else. And the reason why is so that way I can put time towards getting other stuff done. I have a backlog as it is, and I need to get that finished. There's also the Arcade Edition, arcade runs for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, which I mentioned earlier. I will be doing it with everybody in the Street Fighter V style. Why? Because it's important and better for me that way. And yeah, there are 6 different arcades, but I'm sticking with one where everyone is there. More Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be coming, but it will be mostly devoted time towards blade questing and whatnot. I only hope I can get Cosmos so I can build bonds with her and access her quest. And there's also the TMNT Injustice 2, the arcade ladder run with the TMNT. Now, the only thing I hope for is that we get a release date. I'm waiting for a release date, because the sooner I find out, the sooner I will cover it. And you guys know I pre-ordered the Injustice 2 Ultimate Edition, which gives me access to the DLC in advance. And last but not least is the post-game for Ultra Sun, meaning that I still have a few loose ends to tie up before I finally hang it up and finish it for good. And once that happens, I will be doing my system transfer, transferring everything in a new 3DS XL. Don't get me wrong, I want to continue using my old 3DS, but you guys know after like 6 years, I worry that my 3DS will be on its last legs. Plus, I'm still waiting for Loopy to release the new 3DS XL capture board. Then I can finally say goodbye to it after so long. I'm surprised it still has a lot of life left. So yeah, once I finish with Ultra Sun completely, I'm pretty much going to be system transferring it. And it's probably going to end when I'll be doing the Elite Four rematches and the title defense. I'm only going to do one title defense, and that's going to be it. Then I'll be system transferring everything. The only playthrough that will probably be affected is pretty much Mario Party the Top 100. But I can get a physical copy and do that, and once I get a physical copy of that, then I can pretty much put time toward that as well. The other games, such as Superstar Saga 3DS Minion Quest and Psychic Spectres, will not be affected. Thank God for it, because at least I can be able to use a physical copy. Thank God for physical copies, especially when they have save files inside the card. Makes it better. So yeah, I got a lot on my plate as it is. And speaking of which, we're going to be having a new playthrough coming up in the mid of February. You want to know what that is? Bayonetta 1 and 2 on the Switch. You guys remember I did Bayonetta 2 back in 2014, almost 4 years ago, when it was like a Wii U exclusive? Well, I am going to be doing it again, but I'm going to start with the original Bayonetta, then Bayonetta 2. And once I get both of them done, yeah. So expect a lot of things to happen. Although my big question is, would you guys mind if I upload like a video like around 1 or 2 a.m.? I'm curious because I don't know if uploading a video at late night would work. I'm curious, and I want to hear from you guys what you think. Just let me know in the comments, because I need at least your thoughts. It helps big time. I am going to be streaming a lot more on Twitch, since most recently I got my hands on the HD remastered of Final Fantasy X and X-2. Why? Because I love Final Fantasy, and I wish Square Enix could basically bring an HD remaster of 13. So that way I can have the entire trilogy on one disc. Not that I don't like 13, mind you, but I do it because I show my love for Final Fantasy. I still gotta stream Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, but most of my streams will be devoted to Overwatch with my friends and my girlfriend, because we all play to have fun. And there will also pretty much be like a loot box unboxing with the Lunar New Year event. So that's gonna be something. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/DestinyZX1, and I'm trying to grow my Twitch viewer base. But it hasn't going well. But does it really matter? No. I'm just trying to hopefully reach my goal of 400 followers. And hopefully 5 subscribers, since I am an affiliate partner. The schedule for my YouTube videos will continue with 3 uploads, Monday through Saturday. The times will be as follows. You have one at 12 p.m., one at 4:30 p.m., and one at 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday, there will be only 2 devoted to TMNT reviews, 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. I figured it would be nice because it helps provide a bit of variety. Not to mention, I still will continue to review the TMNT 2012 series until the end of Season 3. By then, the 2018 series will come out, and I'll be reviewing that as well. It's going to be quite a ride. Because let's be honest, my TMNT reviews, especially when I actually started to do very well. My most viewed TMNT review video is the series finale, Raphael Mutant Apocalypse, which surprisingly enough, it's still being viewed to this day. And you guys know recently, I'll be serious, I did that first look on the 2018 series, and the reception that I gotten from it was a bit mixed, with most of it being negative. Let's get something out of the way. This one is set in an alternate universe, and having it in an alternate universe allows more creativity. And I kind of liked it that way, since it doesn't have to interfere with canon. Thank God for the TMNT multiverse. Not to mention that random video I made yesterday about the New England Patriots with the Super Bowl yesterday. I made that on a whim, but you want to know the truth is, I was inspired by a YouTuber named Urinating Tree. I used to know him as the Fat Man Judge who used to do game reviews. But nowadays he considers it an old shame. But we won't forget, because he was one of the funniest. He may have been an AVGN ripoff, but he was actually one of the funniest I've ever listened to. He kind of helped make me laugh and made me feel happy at times. Nowadays, though, his channel has transitioned and reshuffled into a sports channel. And I still watch his stuff regardless. I love his sports stuff. So yeah, in a way, I wanted to pay nods to him. I'm not the best, but at least I try. At least when I made that video, I had to actually speak on both sides. Let's be honest, the Patriots tried. They tried, but they had a few factors that pretty much led to their downfall. And now things are about to unravel. I could talk about this all day, but I can't. This is an update video, and I gotta make sure I get this out. So yes, that is pretty much going to be it for this update. It's not much, and yeah, if you wonder why it's a bit lazily, because I didn't have time to get everything ready. I did this on a whim, and I have to get myself to work recording the the first part of the Android 21 arc in Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's going to be a field day for me. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys later. Tomorrow, you guys will be seeing more DBFZ along with the first, or rather, I think it's going to be more DBFZ. I'm just going to limit my uploads like 2 or 3 a day. More DBFZ. Then there will be probably the new, the first part of Ventus Birth by Sleep Final Mix. And then, this is tough, but I'll figure things out, okay? Just bear with me on it, alright? So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Mega Man NJ signing off. Peace out.